This is an update from our earlier press conference with regard to tomorrow's storm, or about 24 hours of storm. With regard to the City of Philadelphia, the City of Philadelphia will close its offices to all non-essential personnel tomorrow, Thursday. The essential and non-essential personnel know who they are, but the City of Philadelphia will be closed. The city government tomorrow, I've had a conversation and discussions with City Council President Darrell Clark. Tomorrow is a Thursday, so of course normally there's a City Council session. We'll work through those details. All Philadelphia courts are closed tomorrow. Municipal, family, and common pleas courts are also all closed tomorrow. An update with regard to schools. Again, the Philadelphia public schools are closed tomorrow. Our diocesan schools are closed tomorrow. And we recently learned that the administrative offices of the school district are also closed tomorrow. That's updated information from earlier today. Again, through the Managing Director's office, we will declare a snow emergency at 8:00 p.m. this evening, and the Emergency Operations Center will activate at 8 p.m. this evening. These designations have great meaning for our citizens. For citizens, first and foremost, snow emergency routes are prohibited parking areas. If your car is parked on a snow emergency route, it will be ticketed and most likely relocated. If you need to find your car, call 215-686-SNOW to locate your vehicle. Do not call 911. 911 is for life-threatening emergency circumstances. With regard to the Streets Department, as I mentioned earlier today, they have been preparing for this storm for the last couple days. They've been prepping and mounting plows. We will have 400 pieces of equipment and over 700 workers during the course of this snow event out working on the streets of our city. Trash and recycling collections are suspended for Thursday and Friday of this week. Residents with Thursday or Friday trash collections, we're asking you to hold those until next week. There will be normal trash and recycling collections on Monday, February 17th, which we know is normally a holiday, and it is still a holiday, but we will be picking up regular Monday trash on Monday. All driveway trash and recycling collections are suspended next week. We're asking those citizens, if you normally have your trash or recycling collected in the driveway, to please put it at the curb on the front side of your house. Again, this affects everyone, and so I'm going to say it again. Despite the holiday next week, we will have trash collections on Monday. If Monday is your normal trash collection day, please put it out. Again, use extreme caution if you are out driving, but I wanted to make this point again. Unless you really need to be out tomorrow, we want to strongly encourage you to not be out on the roadways. We anticipate, based on all the current tracking, that when the sun comes up tomorrow or when you wake up or whatever time it might be, more than likely there will probably be about 6 or 7 inches of snow already on the ground. Heavy, wet snow is anticipated overnight. SEPTA will be running. Bus routes, of course, unfortunately may be affected by the challenges that we've seen with the last few storms. Additional updates. As I mentioned earlier, the city's Emergency Operations Center is preparing to activate at 8 p.m. tonight to monitor operations throughout the city overnight and through tomorrow. The 311 call center will open beginning at 6 a.m. tomorrow to take calls for non-emergencies. Reports of downed trees should be reported to 311 unless there is a true life-threatening emergency. Philadelphia International Airport, PHL Airport. There have already been cancellations in anticipation of this weather, and unfortunately we can expect more. Call your carrier or 1-800-PHL-GATE before going out to the airport to see whether or not your flight is leaving. Citizens should contact the Project Home Outreach Hotline, 215-232-1984. If you see a homeless person on the street or any other person laying in our streets, sleeping in our streets, or anywhere else during the course of this storm, please contact that emergency hotline number. Reminder, when this event is over, and we hope they'll be over as soon as possible, but we are anticipating the possibility of 24 hours of snow, rain, and sleet starting later on tonight. But when this weather event is over, as always, we're asking our property owners, in accordance with the law, to please clear a 3-foot wide path in front of your property within 6 hours of the snow event ending. If you live on a corner property, we need you to deal with the curb cuts as well. Another reminder, do not throw snow back into the streets. 1, it's against the law. 2, the Streets Department will be monitoring this kind of activity, and there is a $75 fine for engaging in this kind of activity. 1, it's dangerous. 2, quite frankly, it's disrespectful to the workers who will be out there for long, long periods of time trying to clear the streets. And 3rd, it creates a dangerous condition as a result when that hard pack develops and makes it almost impossible to get that material off the street because it binds to the concrete or the asphalt. Be glad to answer any questions that you all might have, but those are the fundamental updates. The City of Philadelphia offices will be closed tomorrow. Only essential personnel will be asked to come in, and everyone else is not being called in tomorrow. Any questions?
Can you talk a little bit more about the snow emergency routes? I know the last time there was a snow emergency, some cars were towed almost immediately, others stayed there, or were ticketed, a big ticket. Can you talk about what people who park on those routes should know and how those routes are enforced?
What they should know is that virtually all of them are posted, and you can find out our snow emergency routes on the Streets Department website. When we declare a snow emergency, those are usually on our larger streets that we need all of the driving lane and the travel lane to be able to get that snow out of there as quickly, or whatever the material is, out as quickly as possible. If you are there, we do our best to clear those vehicles out. They are ticketed, and most of them do get towed or relocated. And so we really need the cooperation of the public. We had a press conference at, I don't know, 2-something this afternoon. We told folks we were declaring a snow emergency for 8 o'clock this evening. So somewhere in the last 4 or 5 hours and another couple hours, you should be able to figure out how to get your car off of a snow emergency route, or we will help you with that and relocate it. Any other questions?
Renee wants to do carbon monoxide.
Sure. We're going to hear from Judge Renee Cardwell Hughes, from President of the American Red Cross, with some additional important information. Your Honor.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Mayor. I just wanted to remind our community that last week during the course of the ice storm, there were 55 people who were overcome by carbon monoxide poisoning. Carbon monoxide poisoning is the result of people doing improper things to heat their homes, like bringing barbecue grills in, or running the car, or trying to heat the house with the oven. Carbon monoxide is a colorless, odorless gas that will overcome you in a very short period of time. Please do not attempt to heat your home with gas ovens, kerosene heaters, or things of that nature. If you are using any type of heater, it is critical that you watch it, that you keep your children away from it, and you keep flammable objects away from it. We do see a spike in fires during extremely cold weather. I just ask you to be safe. If you have questions about what's safe to do, you can reach us at 215-299-4000, or very quickly go to our website, redcrossphilly.org, and get safety tips on how to handle extremely cold weather. Thank you.
Thanks, Your Honor. Any other questions? Good. Okay. Thank you all very much. We will stay in touch if there are any further updates, but this is expected to be a pretty significant weather event. We want folks to take this seriously. Please be cautious. Look out for, again, our senior citizens, sick and shut-in neighbors, those who are vulnerable in this circumstance. We're going to have about 24 hours straight of some significant precipitation, snow, possibly followed by rain or sleet, and then another snow event sometime into tomorrow evening. So this is one to be careful of, and we should all take this very seriously. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.